Clap it up for Zoltan, you guys. Clap it up for Zoltan.
Hey, thank you. Yep. Woo! You can turn off that hip hop. All right. They picked that for me. They're like, Zoltan's coming up. We better put on some jams, you know? 'Cause that's who I am. All right, or not. Everyone got quiet. This is good. This feels very weird. This feels like I'm doing a show for spirits. I just see candles. I hear laughter, but I don't see any faces. This sounds like a nightmare that I've had once. This whole year has been. I mean, I'm doing a show at the park. I mean, if someone would have came up to me in January and they said in 9 months you're gonna do a show at the park, I'd be like, why? What happened? Like, what? Did I get Me Too'd? What the hell happened? Why am I no longer allowed indoors? And they're like, oh no, don't worry, it's gonna be the end of the world. Definitely feels like it, man. There's protests, there's riots, there's violence, there's viruses, there's hurricanes. God is trying to ruin his Sim City. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is like this. This made me feel old. I don't like that we did this at the bottom of the hill. This is such an awful walk back to my car. Like, my back's hurting just from standing there because I'm at a tilt. I'm at an age now where I gotta be on, level it out, you know? Or don't invite me. If your stuff's on a slant, I'm not going. This is how I have to stand while I'm over there trying to do my draft. That's when I got here. I'm doing my fantasy football draft. It's late round, so when it comes up, we're gonna do a consensus pick. 'Cause I don't know who these guys are. Just watching fake sports with no audience. That's fun, isn't it? Anyone doing that? Watching the fake sports with no crowd? Yeah, I just feel like I was watching basketball. It felt like I was on the sidelines at the Y, just waiting to get tapped into a pickup game. It's like, oh, they're gonna get me soon. Harden's fat. He can't play the whole game. Yeah, you gotta know sports to get that one. It's been horrible. Yeah, I haven't been into it. I didn't like it, and I still don't. The only thing I've been doing is just buying stuff on Amazon. When a new package drops off at my doorstep, I'm happy for 10 seconds. That's it. I'm sad all day, and then they drop something off, and I'm like, something. And I'm buying stuff I don't need. Like, I bought a French press. That's what I bought during the pandemic. I bought a French press. And I only bought it because, like, I needed making coffee to take up more of my day. I used to have a Keurig, and Keurig was for the life we used to have when I was on the go. I had flights to catch, and I needed just to drop in a thing and go. I gotta go. There's an Uber waiting. I need the coffee. But now I'm like, I Googled what's the longest way to make coffee. And there was a picture of this archaic machine called the French press. And I'm like, sold, give me that. And that's perfect. I gotta boil water now. I had to buy a kettle. I didn't have a kettle. Who has a kettle? This isn't England. I don't have a queen. I had to buy a kettle, then I gotta boil water, and then I put the dirt in the cup. And then it takes like 20 minutes to make coffee. And that's great. And then I only have 23 hours and a half left to cry until the next day that I need coffee. I also bought a projector. That was the other dumb purchase I made. I bought a projector only because I had taken a little edible and I was watching TV in my living room, and I was like, yeah, but what if I want to watch TV on that wall? Or on that wall? Or the ceiling? I need a projector. And then I got one. Still haven't plugged it in, but it's there. I've been focusing on things that didn't matter. Like, I got an ad on Instagram that told me I was slouching too much, which they're watching me too strong to notice that. Like, it's one thing to hear my voice and go, I want a couch, and then you flood me with couch ads. But to know that I'm slouching, that's terrifying. And I do slouch. I didn't notice till they set the ad, and I'm like, oh, I looked in the mirror, and there I was, just doing this. And I'm like, how do they know? Damn it. And they were selling some dumb rubber bands that you tie around your shoulders so you can walk around like someone you hate, you know? You know, I didn't buy the rubber bands, but I tried to not just slouch, I was like trying to be conscious of it. I'm like, shoulders back, tits up, trying to be good. And you know what I found out? This hurts. Like, this hurts my back. Not slouching hurts right in the middle of my spine. You know what feels good? Right there. That feels amazing. I've never complained. Right here? Ugh. You know what I figured out? The dude in the middle of the evolutionary chart, that guy had it dead on. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the guy all the way off to the left walking on all fours, but that guy in the middle, that's a good guy. The guy at the end just walking upright, that guy will have sex with your girlfriend and not even think twice about it. He works at a CrossFit gym and he doesn't care about you. It's Trevor's time to shine, always. That's not a good guy. That guy in the middle with the shoulders rolled forward, that's a good guy, all right? He'll never one-up your stories, he'll always listen. He'll pick you up at the airport. That's a solid individual. So if you slouch, don't feel bad about it. It just means you're a good human. And if you have a straight back, well, congrats on all the sexing you're having. Because that's solid work right there. It's been weird. I haven't enjoyed any of this. I like the people that are like, I like it. This has been, no you don't. Shut up. Stop faking it. Just be honest. It sucks. It sucks, but it's not good enough to complain about later, Like, I know when I'm a grandparent, one of my grandkids are gonna ask me, like, hey, what was the pandemic like? And I'm like, it was we couldn't go outside sometimes, and then we had to wear a mask, and that's how I found out I was deaf. I didn't know I had been reading lips for 33 years of my life until I was forced to wear a mask at a grocery store, and I was yelling through it because I couldn't see the lips of the cashier. I accidentally donated to some kids in a country I've never heard of, and I was trying to say no, but she didn't hear that, and I didn't hear her say her piece. It's been bad, Fought with your grandmother. Why? Because she was just around a lot. She had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to go, and I'm like, well, we're here. Let's do it. That's what it was. What was the worst part? I downloaded TikTok. That was probably the worst part. I'm trying to make a video. Damn, those kids are creative. I got nothing. I have so many discarded videos on my TikTok app where I go, this is stupid. So many of those. Maybe that would be a hashtag one day. Look at this person coming in with a whole light. All right. I love it. Did people always hang out at the park like this? I don't think so, right? This has brought parks back. Like, somewhere there's just like a park ranger so happy right now. They're like, I knew the parks would come back around. This is why I went to 8 years of community college. This badge is real. I wish Mom was alive to see me now. Parks are back, baby. Once things open up, we'll never come outside again. We're gonna be so happy, like, come back indoors. And it's gonna shut down. I know we kind of opened up again, but we already know. They already did it. They opened up. Why? Because we yelled. Remember the first time? We were just like, we want haircuts. And they're like, all right, go try. And then we went, and then the number spiked up, and they're like, see, you can't. And we're like, damn it. No one knows what to do. The reopening phase is like dealing with like a significant other you got into an argument with. That's how we've been dealing with the reopening phase. When you get in an argument with a significant other, you like go in separate rooms for a couple hours. Then after a couple hours, you come up to the door and you're like, is this okay? And then you walk in slowly and sit down next to her. Is this okay? And then you go to touch her. She's like, don't touch me. You're like, all right, that was where the line was. And I found it. I'm such an idiot, man. I was so optimistic, and that's the worst thing you can be in today's world is optimistic. You will get disappointed every day. Don't wipe the tears away. Keep them running. You're going to need them. Because something else is coming. Just wait. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but that's what I learned. I actually thought this pandemic was going to bring us all together. Because there's a famous quote that says, to bring people together, you need to have a common enemy. And then the virus came around. I'm like, perfect, there's a virus. And then we were together for like 3 days. Remember that? We had like 3 sweet days in March when we were all on the same page. Remember that? All those, like, everyone's like, we're in this together. And celebrities had their phones like, we're in this together. And we're like, yeah, you're in a mansion, but okay. Yeah. We're in this together. We were together for like 3 days, and then the 4th day, someone's like, that virus is a Democrat, and it was over. So we actually made the virus political. We're so awful. And that scares me, because that means we're never going to band together. Like, if the aliens ever do attack, we're not going to band together to fight the aliens. We're just going to be like, oh, let's see how they vote in November. You guys might be on the right side. Figure it out. The world's changed so much just in my lifetime, 33, which to some of you is a million. Okay, maybe not. Maybe there are more people closer to my age. Okay, one guy. Everyone else is pretending to be an actor in Hollywood. Don't let your age out. We can tell. Man, so much has changed in just my life. Like now we have, there's more genders now. We have extra genders, which is cool. I'm a fan of that, by the way, just in case anyone's trying to end my career. I'm a fan of the extra genders. Big fan. Love the extra genders. But I grew up in a time when there was only 2 genders, and now there's more, and I'm all for them. Hell yeah. Support all the extra genders. But there's some people that are against the extra genders, and even though I don't agree with them, I see where they're coming from. Because I went to 12 years of public school, and I was taught that Pluto was a planet. And then a year after I graduated, they're like, Pluto's no longer a planet. And I'm like, too late. You spent 12 years telling me it was. That's a planet forever. And then a few years after that, they came out on the news and like, hey, Pluto's a planet again. And I'm like, that's what I thought. I knew you'd come back around. So I feel like that's what those dudes that are against the extra genders are like, it's coming back around, you just wait. I don't think it is, but you can be mad about something that doesn't matter. I think the problem is I'm a straight man. That's what I am. They call that a cis male. And yeah, it sounds gross, doesn't it? That's my only issue with the extra genders is we got a gross name. Everyone else has a cool name. Like, everyone else is like just transgendered. Like, oh, you're a superhero? That sounds amazing. I'm pansexual. What? You're a master of the culinary arts? That sounds great. I'm non-binary. You're not even from this planet? Wow! And you're like, what am I? I'm a cis male. Like, ugh, how long do you have to live? Well, I'm white, so about 6 more months, and then they're gonna off us all. Oh boy, it's fun. I don't know if you guys are on the internet reading the comments, but yeah, this virus needs to be a whole lot stronger. Does anyone else get that feeling? Like, I want to go back to my boxing class as much as everybody else, but I'm reading those comments and I'm like, you need to up that. Like, we should stop being mad at people that don't want to wear masks, but we should make them, like, lick a handrail. Like, that's cool. You don't have to wear that. Give me your face right here. All right, we just need to speed this up. Look at that. Moon is beautiful. Look at that. Ah, it's gorgeous. Before this, I never saw the moon. I never said those words in my entire life. What I just said right there? Never once have I just been, when things were normal and I was allowed to get a burrito at 1 a.m., I never just turned and went, wow, the moon is gorgeous today. But when you take everything away, I'm like, man, that thing's beautiful. Look at all those craters. Can you believe it? We went up there. Can you believe that? We went all the way up there. What a stupid thing to do. We went up there in the 60s. What magic have we grown to learn from going on the moon? Nothing. Just every other person's uncle going, we never landed on it. That's all we got out of it. Nothing serious. But it's been good. The best part of this pandemic for me is I got to do it with a girlfriend. If someone's doing this single, I don't know how you're doing it. You must be making a lot of tie-dye t-shirts. I don't know how you're pulling it off. How much banana bread are you baking to get through this single? My girlfriend and I, we've been seeing each other since last October. I don't know how many months that is, but we're coming up on a year. And it's good. It's good. We still like each other. We now know each other, And if you would have talked to me in like the first couple months, I would have been like, We like each other, but we don't really know each other yet. Because, no one's honest in the beginning. Everyone's just showing their best parts in the beginning. No one has road rage in the first 2 months of dating somebody. You ever have that? You're dating someone new and you're in the car, someone cuts you off, and you're like, whoa, wow, all right. I guess that's how some people drive. I see it. You want to follow him? I'm going to follow him. No one's their true self in the beginning. It slowly starts to come out. The first month or so of a relationship is like watching a movie trailer, You can watch a movie trailer to any movie, and you're like, this movie looks awesome. We got to see this movie. Then a few months later, you watch the actual movie, and you're like, oh, they left some parts out. Some key points that were not mentioned. It's nice. I like it. When we first started dating, the only thing I didn't like about her is she called me an alcoholic, which I didn't appreciate. The first time she said it, I thought she was joking. Quite honestly, she was like, "You're an alcoholic," and I'm like, "Nah." I thought she was just saying I was a good time, Like, "You're an alcoholic," and I'm like, But then she kept saying it. She's like, "You're an alcoholic," and I'm like, "Oh, all right, yeah." And she's like, "You're an alcoholic." I'm like, "All right, this isn't funny anymore." And she's like, "Oh, I was never joking," and I was like, "Why would you call me an alcoholic?" And this was months ago. This was last year. And she's like, well, I was like, "Why would you call me an alcoholic?" And she's like, "Let me ask you, how often do you drink?" And I go, "Every night." And she goes, "See?" And I'm like, "See what?" I drink every night because I do this every night. I used to do it indoors, This is part of the job. This is what I do. So I'm like, well, let's ask Google. So I pulled out Google, I put in "am I?" and Google was like, "an alcoholic?" And I was like, all right, we're off to a rough start. It's not a good start. But I did find something on Google that said, as a grown man, you're allowed to have 14 drinks per week, so 2 drinks per night, and not be considered an alcoholic. So some weeks, she was right. But she should focus on the weeks she was wrong. Because I drank every night because I did this every night. I would do a show every night. I would do a show I'd do a show on Thursday, and then I'd drink because it's Thursday, and then I'd do a show on Friday. And it's Friday, I'm gonna drink, and then Saturday, and then Monday I would do a show at a brewery. That's where they make it. I was walking in, they're like, "Would you like a fresh one right off the teat?" I'm like, "Hell yes!" Let's get it going. I don't know, I drank every night because I did this every night. During the pandemic, my alcohol intake has actually gone way down. Weed intake through the roof, but the alcohol intake kind of low, except for when I lay in my baby pool. I forgot to mention that I live in a studio apartment and I have a baby pool. Yep. And I sit in that sometimes and sip White Claws. And my neighbors peek out their window and they're like, "Oh, we didn't know the apocalypse was going to look like that. We thought there would be more hellfire, not just a 30-something-year-old man naked sipping a White Claw." But you know what? It's Tuesday. We're getting it. I want to leave you guys with something positive. Because I said some negative stuff out here, and, because it's the truth. But I want to leave you guys with something positive. We're going to get through this, and it's not even going to be a good story, like I told you. It's not even going to be a good story. But we are going to get through this, because people are resilient, like naturally. Human beings bounce back naturally all the time. And the best story I can tell you to represent that is, I don't know if you remember, but a couple years ago, there was a Southwest flight where a window blew out, and a lady got sucked out of the window, and she died. I know, right now you're thinking, how are you going to make that positive? Well, you have to remember, there was 100 other people on that plane, still went on vacation after that. They bounced back immediately, and so will we. Good night, everybody.
I think the key is just to be happy no matter what. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry, is that too positive? 10 of you were like, yeah, and the rest of you were like, I don't care for that positivity. Because it's Christmas, but it's not, right? I think we all know Christmas died in 2019. And for the last 2 years, we just talk about him like our favorite grandpa. Do you remember when Christmas was here? Aww. Because we know it's not over. Deep down inside, we know it's not over. I haven't looked at the stats of the virus for so many years. I looked it up, and I was like, how many people died of this thing? And worldwide, over 5 million people have been killed by it. And I think we can all agree it's not nearly enough. We've all been out, we've looked at who survived, and we're like, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. And I think the longer we get comfortable with that, I don't know, I just enjoy the small things. I stay at home, I watch trash TV. That's what I do, alright? My favorite trash TV show, Selling Sunset. Alright? Sunset fans? These are my gals. Alright? So my fiance and I watch. She started watching it first, I'm like, I'm not watching that. And then it was like on in the living room, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, what's she bitching about? And then next thing I know, I'm 4 seasons in to Selling Sunset, going, that damn Christine. She has a chair purse. What's she doing with a chair purse? Now, there might be some people here that have never watched Selling Sunset, and I'll explain the show to you. Selling Sunset is like if Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if everyone on there had to get a part-time job. That's what it is. Like, imagine if Kylie and Kim, they're like, you know, we gotta start earning our keep. And what they do is they're realtors for $1 billion homes, and they pretend that that's a hard job. They really pretend. There's a lot of emotion breaks. They're like, it's so hard. It's so hard. I have to show these $1 million houses to these millionaires. And she's going, will you take it? I don't. It's a gorgeous house. It costs $10 million. You have a lot of money. Do I even need to be here? I feel like you guys could just Carvana this situation. I hate how they pretend it's a hard job. They're just gorgeous women selling gorgeous houses to millionaires, and they're just like, I'm working. It's not hard, alright? Show me an ugly realtor in a bad neighborhood. That's a good salesperson. Give me someone who looks like a foot going into a bad neighborhood and trying to sell a house to me. You know? Look, you don't have enough for this place. But you like your mom, right? You like your mom? Go talk to her. Alright, I'll stop making eye contact. I know my face, but we'll get you in here. I don't know. It's so weird. You know what else is weird about that show? There's so much drama amongst the women. But like, after the first episode, I'm like, you could solve all these issues by hiring one HR person. That's all it takes. They're the only business alive that doesn't have an HR person. All it takes is one sad-looking person to come in and go, no more talking about personal life, ladies. We're here to sell homes. You're right. You're right. But that's more fun. Thank you for the applause break on Selling Sunset. It's a great show. It's a great show. I love it. I don't know. I like that we still argue about things. That's good. I don't know. I like that we're divided, but I think sometimes, like the show Selling Sunset, if we just had one good HR person, we could figure out a lot of the issues. Maybe you need to be the HR person for America. I have some good ideas. Alright, I actually have one good idea, which you guys may hate or love, I don't know. But it seems to me like the two biggest arguments in America are guns and abortion. That's it. Some people want to have their abortions, some people want to have their guns, and we just can't agree. They're just standing there with guns, and I looked, I don't know if you guys have looked, but we have an even number of states. Did you know that? We have 50 states. It's a good old even number. Well, what if we just made 25 abortion states and 25 gun states? Well, we can all be happy. Everyone can go to the state of their choice. You're like, I really like my guns. Yeah, go over to that state. I accidentally banged the nanny. Come over to our state.
I'm very glad to be here. I had an interesting day. I'm staying at a hotel just like a block or two from here, and I went to leave to go get some breakfast. I was gonna get a late breakfast at McDonald's, and then did you guys hear like a giant alarm that went on? You guys heard that? Walking the streets of Oklahoma City. Is it a tornado warning? Here's a tip, tell people from out of town. Just, make us feel welcome. Let us know. Because I didn't know what the hell that was. I stepped outside and goes, and I'm like, am I not allowed to leave the hotel? Is that what that was? Was I supposed to be quarantining? What's happening? And the best part is I was walking by a guy who was getting out of his car in the parking lot of my hotel. He's obviously not from here because he's staying at the hotel with me. And we just look at each other and he just goes, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I brought it up on the last show and they're like, "It's a tornado warning." And I'm like, "Yeah, warn people, all right?" I thought it was the start of the Civil War. I'm like, are we doing it now? Is it now? I almost grabbed a tree branch and snapped it. Just gonna stab a homeless guy in the neck. I'm like, we're warring everybody. Starts today. I didn't know what it was. That scared me. I found out afterwards that it was a tornado warning, and it was just a test. And I'm like, that makes sense, because it was beautiful out today. But I also live in San Diego. I don't know tornadoes. Maybe that's what tornadoes come out of. Just nothing. Because I live in a land of earthquakes, and it doesn't care if it's sunny outside. So I'm like, maybe the tornadoes are the same situation. But yeah, it was a good way to start the day. It woke me up. Even before I got the coffee in me. I'm like, I'm awake now. All right. And then I walked over to McDonald's, this one right behind me, and they're not open. You can do a drive-through, but you can't go inside to order. And I'm like, who's making these rules? McDonald's is like, you can't come inside. I'm like, I'm performing at a super spreader event tonight. How is this legal? But McDonald's is like, we have morals. We can't. We draw the line here. And I told my girlfriend about it. I'm like, I can't get McDonald's because it's closed, but the drive-thru's open. She goes, go stand in the drive-thru. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's for 2 a.m. and drunk. That's what that is for. There's a time and a place for everything. And you can't just stand in a drive-thru at 11 a.m. wearing sweatpants. Very glad to be here. This is a notch on the bucket list. I've always wanted to perform across the street from a Bass Pro Shop. So this is this is a big deal for me. That is so Oklahoma out there. I don't... right outside those doors, you guys are really pushing it. You're you're in Oklahoma now. There's a Bass Pro Shop. There's a Sonic, corporate building. You can't get a burger, but there's, paperwork there. There's Mickey Mantle Boulevard up there, the Flaming Lips Alley, Kings of Leon. I'm performing in a venue between, a weed store and an IHOP. It's a lot. There's Barry, Oklahoma. Be here. It's nice to do this. I live in San Diego, California, and this is highly illegal. This. What we're doing right now is the most illegal thing you could do in all of California. You'd be better off just shooting a bald eagle in the face in California. They'd be like, what's he doing? He's wearing a mask. It's all right. We're going to let it slide. But if we did this, they'd drag us out of here and cuff us. So crazy. I was in Arizona last weekend, and then this weekend, obviously, I'm here. And it's so funny growing up in San Diego, like if you wanted to do something illegal, you would go to Mexico, you know? And then now if you want to do something illegal, we go to Arizona. That's what we do. Arizona, Oklahoma, all the cities that wanted the wall, like that's where we go. And now I get it. You didn't want to compete. I get that. You're like, we want those Californians to come in here and spend their money. I'm like, all right, I'm on it, you know? Yeah, this last 12 months have been crazy. In San Diego, I've performed at parks, I've performed at the beach, and parking lots, all sorts of outdoor places. Even those are illegal now. And I just remember thinking, I was performing at the park, and I was like, man, if someone came up to me January 2020 and was like, I'm from the future, and I'm going to let you know that in about 6 months, you're going to be performing at the park. I would be like, why? What the hell happened? Like, did I get Me Too'd? What the hell happened? Why am I no longer allowed indoors? What happened? And then cut to 6 months later, someone's like, hey, I'm doing a show at the park. Would you like to? I'd love to. Please sign me up. I miss doing comedy. I've also done Zoom shows. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But yeah, like Zoom meetings, I'm doing this into my laptop. And it's as bad as you think it is. I'm just sitting on my couch doing this into my computer at people's faces while they're looking at their computer. And like, here's something you might not understand about comedy, but like, if I bomb at a venue, if it goes poorly, I just never go back to that venue, all right? Coming up, I bombed at many bars and restaurants in San Diego that I still won't step foot into because I remember, you know? I just drive by and snarl at the venue going, I will never go in there. But on a Zoom meeting, I will bomb at a place that I pay rent at. And then the next morning, I'm like, yep, that's where it happened. It all went downhill right there. My favorite couch. I did 3 company Christmas parties in December via Zoom, and they went as horribly as you'd imagine. I did this one, it was for a company, we did it at like 1 in the afternoon, and it was okay. There was one lady, she was I think a little older, she had her audio on, but she didn't realize it. She had her video off, so it just said Nancy, and by her voice I could tell she was probably a little older. And I remember I hit a joke, and like people laughed, so I heard the laughs coming in, and I was like, all right, that joke worked. And as soon as the laughter died down, Nancy's voice came in, she didn't know we could hear, and she's like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I got to get to Costco. That's what. And everyone laughed way harder at that than my joke. And there I was, just in my living room going, damn it, Nancy. Like, you're stealing my thunder. It's been an interesting week, man. Not as interesting as last week. Last week was crazy. You guys watched that? 2 Wednesdays ago, the riot at the Capitol. I watched it before the riot started. I watched it because they were counting the electoral votes, and I was actually about to tweet how boring it was. In fact, I did. I was like, man, this is so boring. And then as soon as I hit send, it became not boring. It's like the universe was listening to my tweets, and they're like, Zoltan needs entertainment. Send him in! It was wild, man. Like, I don't know if your experience was like mine, but like, all the people I deleted off of Facebook showed up on my TV. And I was like, all of them. I was like, is that my uncle? I haven't talked to him in months. Why the hell is he dressed like a yak? What is going on? I gotta shoot him a message, see what he's up to. It was wild. I don't know what their plan was. I'm not sure they had one. I honestly don't think they thought they were going to make it in. That's the look they had on their face. They're like, we're going to raid the Capitol. They probably won't let us in. And then once they got in, they just had like a moment where they're like, well, what now? And then someone was like, selfies? Like, Let's take selfies. And then it went from like a raid and an insurrection into, it just looked like a bunch of tourists at a Madame Tussauds wax museum. They were like putting MAGA hats on statues and taking pictures. I'm on Nancy Pelosi's desk. And I'm like, I've done this as a tourist. I've done this. It's wild, man. It's a crazy week. And then this week we have impeachment number 2, which, you know what, personally, what's embarrassing about that? This is the second time around, and I still don't get how impeachments work. Do you know how dumb that makes me feel? My girlfriend, she's from Canada, so she's like, so what happens now? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, didn't this happen a year ago? And I'm like, yeah. You know what it felt like? It felt like being in high school and failing the first quiz, and then that question comes around in the finals again, and you're like, damn it, I'm about to get this wrong twice? I feel like an idiot. Should have paid attention in history class, but I did not. I also did this last week. I don't recommend you do it. But I went online because they have a thing online where you can type in your information and they will tell you where you are in line for the COVID vaccine. So all they ask you is your age and what you do for a living and what state you live in. So I typed in 33, California, comedian. And they let me know that out of the 40 million people that live in California, I am 33rd millionth in line. And I remember reading that going, just say no. Like, why'd you keep counting? Once you got to 30 millionth, like that wasn't enough. And he's like, no, he's more 33rd million. Like by the time I get the vaccine, it won't even be cool anymore. Like once I post the Instagram story of like me getting the shot, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. It's gonna be like me in skinny jeans all over again. Late to the party, you know? I'm kind of happy that I'm 33rd millionth in line. I don't like to be in the first wave, you know? Tested on 33 million people. If they don't grow a second head, all right, then I'll take it. I don't like to be the first, you know? But I went online after I saw that I was so late in line to get the vaccine, and I went on social media, and so many people were like, I'm never taking the vaccine. They can't make me. And I wanted to reach out and go, oh, dude, don't worry. They're not thinking about you at all. Like yelling you're not going to take the vaccine, that's like if people on third class on the Titanic were like, we're not getting in the lifeboats. Don't worry, there's none for you. Like, we are not thought about. One of the better, I think it's going to be one of the best clubs in the country. Like, the vibe here is great. But really what I wanted to show off is this green room. Like, there's so many clubs out there that don't have a green room, or their green room is a closet with like one burnt out light bulb in it. This is what it should look like. You got a TV, you got a refrigerator in there with all sorts of water and beer and all sorts of stuff. There's chips. And look at this. It's a coffee table made out of chocolates and snacks and sweets. It doesn't even cost that much. I mean, we're looking at, what, $100, $150 worth of stuff right here? Like the other club in this town, I'm not gonna name them, but there was no free food or drinks. It would give you an employee discount. It takes very little to feel very special.
Not even a good discount.
No, it wasn't. It was, what was it?
50%. 50%.
50% off.
I don't know why I hit 2 5s. This is not.
Yeah, I know.
50%.
But how much are their full price Bud Lights? Like $3?
Yeah, something like that.
So they would still have the gall to charge you $1.50.
I remember one time I was working with a comic, and the manager at the club, he had like one beer, and he made me call the headliner to tell him to come back up to pay his tab.
Oh my God. And this is at the club I'm talking about.
I mean, can I say the comic's name?
Yeah.
It was Andy Woodhull.
I love him.
I know, Andy Woodhull is great.
They called him up to come back to
Andy
papers.
Woodhull is the nicest human, one of the nicest human beings on the planet. And
See, this is what I'm talking about.
hey, will you come back and pay your tab, please?
How about I never come back to this club? And that's why this is amazing. It costs, and anytime I work those clubs where they don't give you free food or drink, I purposely don't eat or drink there. And they're like, don't you want something? I go, no. For the same reason that if you come to my house and I make you a sandwich, I give you a beer, I don't give you a tab. Like, I don't open a tab for you, I just give it to you. Hospitality.
Now you're becoming problematic. That's a fun word. That's the only reason I watch CNN. I just want new words to yell at people to take my parking spot at Vons. I'm like, this is systemic parking taking. This is very problematic. And the optics of this are not good. I've run out of words. Apparently it's only 3 words I've learned on CNN. Yeah, man, we've been, I don't know. I feel like we've run out of stuff to argue about because it's down to statues. And people are like, we should get rid of statues. And I'm like, cool, let's get rid of them. People are like, I love those statues! And you're like, when have you hung out at a statue? When was the last time any of you have ever hung out at a statue? If it bothers people, cool, take it down. I love those statues! That's my favorite statue! I used to pack a sandwich and put it in a picnic basket, and my wife and I would go to the park next to a statue and have our lunch. It's a statue, let it go. Every time I see a statue at a park, I'm always like, oh, reading, and then I keep walking. Because I'm high at the park. I'm not there to read about someone who owned a slave. I'm there to move on. Tear it down. There's only 2 people should have statues. Michael Jordan, because he's actually doing something in the statue. He's dunking from the foul line in the statue. And maybe just Michael Jordan. Who else has a cool statue? Maybe just him. But any statue where you're just standing there. No one wants to look at that. Just let it go. That's just, in the way iron. That's where we're at. Huh? Is that problematic too? It's weird stance. I don't know. It's an interesting time. I'm sure every comic has said that tonight. It's an interesting time. That's saying it mildly, alright? But just know, things are alright. Like, we're okay. If you're only on TV and on your phone, this shouldn't be happening. Like, none of this. We should all be fist fighting right now. This man should have me in a headlock, peppering me. But we're alright, we're getting along for the most part because we don't let out our real feelings in person. We do it on the phone, where it belongs. In person, we're polite people, because it's in person. On the phone, it's just, you son of a bitch. But in person, it's like, alright. That's how you do it in person. You just give someone kind of a... I'm going to tweet about that later. But right now, we got to go to the beach. It's a good time, man. Lots changed in my lifetime. We have, there's more genders now, which is good. When I was younger, there was only 2. Now there's extra genders, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of more genders. I'm all for it. Some people don't like them. Some people are like, no, there's only 2. And even though I don't agree with them, I see where that's coming from. Because when I went to school, I was taught that Pluto was a planet. And then I graduated, and they're like, Pluto's no longer a planet. And I'm like, too late. You already told me when it was. You told me when I was 7. It was a planet. It's a planet from now on. And then a few years after that, they said Pluto's a planet again, and I'm like, that's what I thought. I knew you'd come back around. That's how I feel like the people that are against the extra genders, they're like, it's coming back around. I don't think it is, just let it go. There's different genders. I'm a straight man, I'm the least popular gender. They hate us. Dude, if you're straight and you got a penis, ooh, don't even show up to places, man. I show up to a Target, they boo me getting out of my Honda Fit. They're like, boo, you're straight. Straight, you because I got a penis. Boo! And I'm like, I'm also white. Boo! Boo! I don't know. I'm a fan of all the genders. I just don't like the name they gave us. That's the problem. I think that's a lot of the reason for it. I'm a straight man. That's called a cis male. Sounds gross. It's not a cool name. Everyone else has a cool name. Transgender. That sounds like a damn superhero, for God's sakes. And there's pansexual. Oh, you're a master of the culinary arts? That sounds amazing. There's non-binary. You're not even from this planet? That's so cool. And it's like, what are you? I'm a cis male. Ugh. Is that terminal? That sounds terminal. How many months did they give you? Just give us a cool name, man. I don't know. So lockdown's been interesting. I've learned a lot about myself. None of it good. I haven't learned anything positive about me. Everything I've learned about me is negative. I thought I was a type B personality that liked my personal space and didn't like to socialize until they locked everyone down, and I'm like, I miss people. Apparently I loved interacting with people, but I like doing it like this. That's what I found out. I'm a narcissist, apparently. This is the only way I like to interact with people. I like to be elevated, illuminated, and amplified, and everyone has to listen to me. I didn't want to know that about me. I thought I was a decent person. No. Psycho narcissist my entire life. I also found out I was deaf. I didn't know I was deaf until they started making us wear the masks. And I'm like, oh, I've been reading lips for 33 years. And once they covered up our mouths, I'm like, I don't understand a damn person. Yelling at everybody at the grocery store. What? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not good. We don't know what we're doing with the reopening phase. That's obvious. Nobody knows. Everyone was just like, try this. That's how we're dealing with the reopening phase. Everyone was like, we're tired of being inside. We want to go outside. And they're finally like, all right, try that. Go out there. And then people are like, I need to get a haircut. All right, try that. Let's see how that goes. So I got a haircut, but they wouldn't allow a beard trim. How messed up is that? They're right there. They were trimming right here, and I'm like, yeah, right here. I'm just gonna move the mask, and then you're just gonna no. I had to do it myself. It's right, the rules are weird, because they don't know. They're like, I don't know, try this. They open up the beaches, but remember when they first opened the beaches, you couldn't sit down. You had to keep it moving. I didn't know that. The first day I walked out there with a beach blanket looking like a moron. I just kept walking. It just looked like I was looking for the perfect spot for 4 hours. Nope, this ain't it. I'm sure there's a better one down the way. The virus is right behind us, coming at us at the speed of smell. We gotta keep moving. And then they're like, all right, go sit down on the beach. And you're like, what changed? I don't know, we're trying this now. No one knows, we're just trying. We're dealing with the reopening phase the same way we deal with, like, if we get in an argument with our significant other. Like, if you get into a bad fight with someone that you're in a relationship with, what happens? You go to separate rooms for a few hours. And then after a few hours, you come by, you poke your head in the window, you're like... right in the doorway, just... Is this okay? And then you come in, you sit down next to him, you're like... Is this okay? And then you go to touch their knee. Don't touch me! Alright, that's where the line was! That's what we're trying to find out. We're like, how much stuff can we do and keep grandma alive? Did everyone's grandmothers die? I'm so sorry. I didn't know. That really hit home. Whoa, I'm sorry, was this a memorial? For 7 grandmothers, I apologize. But I'm sorry. I think we're gonna be okay. We just gotta listen to the nerds, you know? It's weird, because we want to listen to the nerds when it's convenient, you know? When they come out with a new iPhone, we're like, hell yeah, nerds. And they're like, they come out like, hey, stop going on like, random dates with people because the virus. Shut up, you nerds. This doesn't concern you. We know what we're doing. I do push-ups in the morning. I don't think you know how viruses work. This is Does a virus do 10 push-ups every morning? I don't think so. Just guessing. We don't know anything. Another mistake I made right as the lockdown happened, I honestly thought this was going to bring us all together. What an idiot. I honestly thought that when they're like, we got to lock everything down. Because I heard a quote, I forgot who said it, it was someone famous. Someone said the quote that to bring everyone together, you need a common enemy. I'm like, perfect, the virus. This is going to bring us all together. And we were on the same page for about 3 days. We had 3 days of, we're in this together. Remember that? All the celebrities, we're in this together. I was like, yeah, you're in a mansion, but okay. Yeah, we're in this together. Kinda. All right, try it in a studio, but fair. Yeah. We're in this together. For 3 days, we were in it together. Then the 4th day, someone was like, that virus is a Democrat. And it was over. Then everyone hated each other. That made me so sad. We made a virus political. That is pretty incredibly talented of us humans. We can make anything political. That scares me, because that means when the aliens ever do attack, we're not going to come together to fight the aliens. We're just going to be like, let's see how they vote in November. They might not be all that bad. It'll be okay.
Oh, we're in Omaha. So good. It's my first time in Omaha, and I gotta tell you, a lovely town, lovely city, made up by you people. You people are the township. It's very nice. I've never been here before, and I didn't know what to expect because I don't think I'm alone. I feel like the rest of America just judges Nebraska and Omaha as corn. Corn. Yeah, just corn. What do they have? Corn. And what else do they have? People that tend to corn. All right. That's the assumption we make. And we came in yesterday, and I gotta be honest with you, we landed yesterday at 5 p.m. And so for the last 28 hours, I have not seen one ear of corn, all right? I don't know what everyone's talking about. I haven't seen anything. I haven't been offered corn on the cob. There hasn't been any corn candy at the hotel lobby. There's been nothing to do with corn, and just a regular town, all right? What are we checking out now?
A bridge.
It's a walking bridge for pedestrians, which I didn't expect to see in Omaha. This looks like a very vehicle popular area, but they made a bridge. Shame.
My sock came down.
Oh, so your boots.
No, my boots like.
Oh, you're pulling your whole hoof out.
Your feet are hoofs.
Yeah, I do have ugly feet. My feet are normal feet. They got hair on them. They have toes that point in different directions. And then they have nails on them that some are thicker than others, a little yellowing. Some of them smell weird. You ever dig under there and then you're like, you can't get that stink off your hands even after you wash? Anyway, here's the pedestrian bridge. Whoo!
Ooh,
Is that you? This is the state line. Dull and boredom.
But I like it. Omaha is great. It's just, it's nice people, and then people in their early 20s that look upset. That's what I've noticed. Everyone my age, everyone in their 30s, very friendly. Hey, welcome to Omaha. People like 21, 22, hi, I'm trying to leave. And you being here is somehow preventing me from that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm I felt weird even bringing that up in case you guys didn't agree with me. But it's something I've noticed the last couple days. Every coffee shop I went into, if they were under the age of like 30, they just had a look on their face like, you're lucky I showed up to work today. And I'm like, what did I do? Did I come in with the wrong face? Did I come in? I'm wearing my mask, I'm smiling so you can see the crinkles in my eyes, you know? So you know I'm a joyful person. I'm here to bring joy and tips. And you're like, this bastard showed up. I'll teach him. It's nice. I very much enjoyed Omaha. It's been cool. The birthplace of Gerald Ford and the Reuben sandwiches. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it feels made up. Doesn't that sound made up? Because it's like one of those things you're like, I guess I could Google it, or I could just let you have it. Like if someone's like, did you know the Reuben sandwich is from here? Immediately in my head, I'm like, that's a lie. That's 100% a lie. But do I want to pull my phone out right now, Google it, and have this argument? No, I don't. That's a good thing to be known for, because it's not enough for an argument, but it's enough to make someone go, okay. Like I live in San Diego. If I came out right now and was like, hey, San Diego, home of the zipper. Did you know that? That's where zippers were invented. Southern California. You'd be like, yeah, I guess. Hell yeah, I'm wearing a zipper right now. I like how you guys got quiet. You're like, no, we will fight you on the Reuben sandwich. I'll tell you, that guy invented it and then moved to New York. That's what happened. Everyone thinks it's from New York. It's not. It was from here, and then we kicked him out and kept his sandwich. That's what we did. There's been plenty of bars and restaurants in San Diego that I've bombed at that I've never stepped foot back into because they hurt my heart, you know? All right, wow, you guys are a very empathetic crowd. They hurt my heart, and you guys are like, how dare they? Omaha is like mother's bosom. Come on in. With someone. That's what Omaha is. Omaha is a mother's chest. Come on in, sweetheart. Who was mean to you? Take a nap in mama's cleavage. That was a little dirtier than I intended it to be. Then once I said it out loud, I was like, could have gone without cleavage. Yeah. Anyway, I like that we can hear the music bleeding through the next nightclub. I don't know if you hear that. Isn't that kind of a bummer? It sounds like they're having more fun over there. This feels like we're in the basement at my parents' house party. And we have to be down there watching a VHS tape of Thumbelina. Meanwhile, they're having a cocaine fiesta right next door, where everyone's having a great time, and everyone's like, no, you sit and listen to the talent show. I like that. Maybe that's where we'll go after the show. Go figure out what all that thumping's about, and walk in there. Hey, we heard the thumping. What brought you in? Was it the Instagram ads? No, the thumping. We're at another thing, and the walls were pumping music. You know what the crazy thing is? We all know exactly what that sounds like on the other side. You can imagine it. It's exactly what we hear right now. Except you go, I guess I'm having fun. I don't know how many people can relate to that, but once I hit my 30s, like loud music is like, hey, maybe not so loud anymore. We can't even hear it good if it's so loud, you know? Bring it down, I can't hear the percussions. 34-year-old man. This is from my childhood. This is Scott Steiner. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube. He was doing paralyzing maneuvers to helpless opponents since the 90s. Stuff that would blow your mind today. He was doing then. And a big shout out to you, Emma, because you didn't rush me in there. You let me browse and explore and browse. This is disrespectful to Scott Steiner, but he is he's obviously an anti-masker. Any final words about the old market here in Omaha?
It was very old.
Yeah, it's very old.
Very fun.
It's pretty fun.
A lot of the same stuff in different stores.
That's what I was gonna say. You know, Bill Burr used to do this. I think he said it on a podcast, but he was doing comedy clubs like in the 2000s, and he would complain that every city was the same. It was just strip malls with the Starbucks and a Chipotle and a Panera, and then the next town, same thing. That's kind of happening now, except every city has hipster stuff. And it's the same hipster stuff. It's like the t-shirt that says, look at my big old dingus, or, you know, whatever's hip in the
like
moment.
The sticker
Yeah, look at this.
of all these boobs.
Do you see them?
This was in different forms in different stores. So like it was on a mug in one store, on
Yeah.
a sticker in another store.
It's Mamma Marys are very popular. It's been nice. Enjoyed your town. Last night we stayed up late, just watched the Olympics. So we did. I don't know if you guys are watching the Winter Olympics. Yeah, I'm watching it. The Winter Olympics is interesting because it's not the regular Olympics, it's the other one, you know? And I don't know if you guys feel like I do, but anything with snow, it's like, yeah, everyone's more athletic in snow. You know? Like if you saw me on a sled, just zoom by you, you'd be like, wow, I think he could do that in the Olympics. Look how fast he is. Little did you know, I'm crying. I'm so upset and scared that I don't have health insurance. I'm about to hit this bunny hill. But you just think of the Winter Olympics, you're like, yeah, ice, snow, everyone looks zippier on ice and snow. That's not as hard as regular Olympics and the heat in the summer. That's real sports. That's what I thought. And then we watched 3 hours of male figure skating. That's what we watched. First, it was great. I don't know if you guys watched it last night. It was awesome. USA won. This guy, Nathan Chen, killed it in his thing. So I don't know anything about ice skating, but we watched the first 10 minutes. First 10 minutes, we're like, this is dumb. Figure skating's stupid. This is dumb. And then 3 hours later, we're like, this is the most magical thing we've ever watched. How did figure skating become a thing? You ever think of like the first person that did it? Like the first person. Like I bet hockey was before figure skating. They're like, hey, we got a nice, why don't we break up into teams? And then we can play like soccer with sticks, you know? And we can fight, it'll be fun. And then they're splitting off into teams, and you're like, hey, where's Jeff? And then Jeff's just on the other side of the ice, wearing like a bedazzled blouse, and he's just, there's like music playing. They're like, did he bring his own music? And that was the first figure skater, and that guy, Jeff, eventually got to the Olympics. And he started there always has to be a first something, right? And you're like, who was the first one to go? Yeah, but can you do this? That's how figure skating started. They were on ice and they're like, yeah, but can you go? You know what I mean? There always